Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters, sisters and brothers. This your brother Kevin Muhammad on the West Coast Watchman, brothers and sisters, bringing to you that Abraham covenant, brothers and sisters, that lifeline, the lifeline, brothers and sisters, for this day and this time. Our 400 years of the Abraham covenant is over. Now we have a lifeline to get us back to get us that birthright, to get us um, that reward, that sojourning that we've been here for 400 years. Now we ready to get the payback for that, brothers and sisters. And we're the resurrected nation of Islam. The reason why that resurrected is in there, brothers and sisters, because the nation of Islam is being ran by a legion. Spell out legion, Legion. The LEG is Louis Eugene Grounds, and the ION is the nation turned around. Instead of NOI, it's the ION. Spelled out Legion, Legion, and that's why you got the Nation of Islam turned around backwards, because he's not leading us to our birthright. He's not leading us to our promised land, brothers and sisters. He's leading us just like he said here in America, 6 or 7 states. Now, brothers and sisters, I don't know if y'all are not old enough, or is it just that y'all are being bamboozled, whereas you can't or won't open your eyes to see what's in front of you, or won't open your ears to hear what's being said to you. So the watchmen and the warrior queens got to come up before you and give you as a warner, as a divine reminder. And we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the breaker of the 7 seals on the 22 chapters of the book of Revelation. We'll be just like you. We'll be hooked under that spell. We'll be hooked under that bullshit's net. We'll be caught up like you're caught up. We'll be thinking that we're supposed to be staying here and trying to integrate with our damn enemy, when that's not the purpose of us being here, brothers and sisters. Just like the other watchmen and the warrior queens been telling you about the Abraham covenant, that ain't nowhere in your mind. You see it in the book. The first book in the Bible, brother, 15:12, tell you about the promised land, tell you about the covenant that the God made with the seed of Abraham. And then it goes and tell you about the messenger of the covenant. So the messenger of the covenant, brothers and sisters, it had 7 seals on the last book of the book of Revelation with 22 chapters. Elijah Muhammad didn't tell you that. Master Farad Muhammad didn't tell you that. That job was left to the messenger of the covenant. So what you saying, Muhammad? You saying that the messenger of the covenant is more intelligent than Master Farad Muhammad? I'm not saying that, brothers and sisters. Only thing I'm saying is Master Farad Muhammad didn't tell us that because that was not his job. He got taught by his father, Fonzo Muhammad. That's who sent him to the North American wilderness. And Elijah Muhammad got taught by Master Farad Muhammad and the other 59,999 Levites that Elijah Muhammad was put in charge of. So the messenger of the covenant, we write history 25,000 years in advance and then walk into it. So we walk into our job. We walk into our mission. We don't know it's our mission until we walk into it, until we realize, just like Master Suleiman said, he was pulling up, wife was going to visit her folks, and he was sitting in the car. And because he had a curiosity to solve puzzles, and and that's what he liked it to do, he ended up in the book of Revelation. He ended up hearing on the radio about the Jehovah's Witness book that was going to give you a better understanding of the book of Revelation, because it's coming from the Greek translation straight into English. It ain't like the other Bibles that got all that bullshit snack around it, added to it. Anyway, brothers and sisters, we on a mission. We on a job. We the resurrected nation of Islam, because we got to give you and remind you, as a divine reminder, remind you of the whole purpose of Master Fard Muhammad here, raising up them 60,000 Levites, the priest tribe, and putting Elijah in charge of it. And Elijah did his job for 42 years. And then here come Aaron. You know the Bible with Aaron and Moses. Modern day Farrakhan. Now he flipped the script. The Legion. Legion. We didn't make up that word. We didn't write the Bible. I mean, I didn't. Master Suleiman didn't. The other NGO warriors didn't. The Queen warriors didn't write the book. But once he lifted those 7 seals off of that book, the 22 chapters of the book of Revelation, just happened to be what the Jesus of 2,000 years was preaching, but he was too early. Satan was a baby. We wasn't in slavery then. So this is a new day and a new time, brothers and sisters. So don't be getting attitude towards us. Look at yourself. All you got to do is do a little research. You can start at waralert.org. Let me give you this. Now, if anything is not, let me see if this is there. Oh, snaps. Okay, I'm going to have to cut this one. Okay, there you go, brother. That's a little small, but that's a $5,000 reward. If that's what Farrakhan is doing, is preaching Elijah, Master Fard Muhammad's teaching, go collect that money. That should be an easy match. You should be able to go there in a day, pick up your 5 G's, and boom, you gone. You can do whatever you want to it. But that's not the case, brothers and sisters. That's not the case. You can't pick up that 5 G's because you know damn well that he ain't teaching that teaching. Elijah didn't say we would stand here and for 6 or 7 states. He said if we were forced to stay here. But how you going to force a God who done came into the knowledge of self? How you going to force us to do to stay here? He said, can a Muslim be fooled by a devil? The answer was not nowadays. But he didn't tell us about no demon. He didn't tell us about the product that the devil would make. A black-faced white boy, a spy for you. He didn't tell you about no demon. You didn't know nothing about no demon. We didn't know nothing about a demon until Master Suleiman lifted those 7 seals off the book, the 22 chapters of the book of Revelation, and given us this. Huh? Brothers and sisters, do the research for yourself. Start at waralert.org. Let me pull that up for you, brothers and sisters. waralert.org, brothers and sisters. Let's see if I got it. Is that it? Info. Let me see. Here we go. Hold it. There you go. waralert.org, brothers and sisters. WARALERT.org. WARALERT.org. waralert.org, brothers and sisters. Go to waralert.org, brothers and sisters, and download that information. It's giving you hindsight and foresight. What's happening in Nigeria, Niger, that's all because of the Abraham covenant. That's all because of you, black man and black woman. Your reward, your birthright. Time to pick up the pieces. But you can't pick up the pieces if those who in front of you, who's supposed to be laying the pieces down for you, putting the puzzle together and putting the picture up before you so you can start preparing to get back to your birthright, to get to your promised land. You knew that's what Elijah said. You got the books. You read the books. But evidently, you've been bamboozled. You've been doulo. You got caught off guard. All them brothers I see on my page. All them sisters I see on my page. And y'all want to debate with me and say different things about what we doing. And we here to help you. We here to help you. We didn't get our mission until we heard Master Suleiman. Master Suleiman been preaching the Injil for the last 30, going on 32 years. I don't know if we the first ones that resurrected, that come before you, that listened to him, that heard him, and it resonated with us, and now we want to warn you out of the love for our people. We want the liberation and salvation of the black nation. We don't want those in Palestine that's got our identity. The false Jews. The ones in Arabia that's sitting on our land. And then the American Chaldean that got us captive, that got us locked up here, and they got Farrakhan on the payroll. They're trying to keep you here, and he's be a double agent because the Sunnis paying him, so we won't come back and get our land. If we stay here, if we trying to get 7 states here, and if the God wasn't judging America and was going to burn it up. And then, okay, we might could consider 6 to 7 states. But we already know. Brothers and sisters, don't tell me you don't know. You can't be that damn young. You gotta know. You gotta know about the Abraham covenant. But if the orders for you is to not to speak on it, and then you are aiding and abetting a criminal, a liar. And just like he got punished with that cancer that he thought he can get over. Okay, God gave me cancer. I'm going to have them drop some acid pellets in me. And now he's disinvolved. How you say that? Well, you know what I mean. He got to wear a piss and shit bag and he got a piss in. It's real talk, brothers and sisters. We grown-ups here. We trying to get you your birthright. We trying to get you back in the promised land. We trying to get your reward. And now you won't even do no investigation whatsoever. Waralert.org, brothers. I'm going to spell it to you. WARALERT.org. Do that little research, brother, and then go to Revelation. Go to Genesis 15:12. Read about the Abraham covenant. It's there for us, brothers and sisters. We got to keep coming back. We got to keep telling you this. Reason why? We don't want your blood on our hand. We don't want your blood on our hand, brothers and sisters. Because the book says, to him who much is given, much is expected. And what good is it for a man to have knowledge and hide it? It wouldn't do no good for us, brothers, to have this knowledge and then let you sit off there in front of that damn demon, that black-faced white boy, Farrakhan, and deceive you out of your birthright, deceive you out of your promised land, deceive you out of that lifeline to pull you out of the gravitational pull, the gravitational vortex of America. I know you got your home here. I know you got your job here. I know you think you got some security here. Oh, well, they got programs. Oh, well, the Democratic Party, the Republican Party, none of them parties give a damn about you. The future for you is death. Unless you take this lifeline. Unless you start downloading that Abraham Covenant. Unless you go on to waralert.org, brothers and sisters, and get that 411. That the messenger of the covenant then revealed to us. Revealed revelation to us, brothers and sisters. Just like Revelations was revealed to the Chaldean. He didn't know his mission. He didn't know what he was going to do. So we gave him scripture. What we going to do? Your job is to commit mischief and shed blood. That's what his history have done. That's what he has done and been doing and will continue to do. And when the shock of the hour comes, when false Israel gets surrounded, abomination and desolation, they're going to know that we are the true children of Israel, just like Elijah had told them 42 odd years ago. And then they're going to want to get rid of the evidence, brothers and sisters. So they're going to be after every black man and woman. And the black-faced white boy, the demons, that's number 17 million, they're going to be after them too. They ain't going to stop and ask you who your daddy is. And they're going to push us all up in 3 states. If you need to know of that information, brothers and sisters, how you going to get picked up by that so-called UFO if you don't know where to go? Huh? Talk to me, brothers and sisters. We are your divine reminders. We're your warners, brothers and sisters. And we come with clear argument. We ain't coming with nothing made up. We ain't wrote no new book. This is in your Bible. The Quran don't get into it deep enough, but it's there for you, brothers and sisters. Now we before you night and day. Brothers and sisters, the watchmen and the queen warriors and Master Suleiman himself, lecturing you day in and day out, trying to get you your birthright, your promised land, your reward. But you letting that damn demon stand in front of you. You got to do what you want. And we going to do what we got to do. You ain't getting no blood on our hands. Our hands is going to be clean. When we walk up into the promised land, I mean, you know, we might get a little blood on it if they don't want to leave our land. We going to get some blood, but hey, we ain't coming there to preach to them. They ain't got no 400 years under under the cruelest punishment that ever, the Holocaust. They ain't got that. They been kicking it on our land, living large. Well, we coming. We getting that land. And if we got any resistance, we going to have blood. Then we going to have some blood on our hands, brother. All the way up to the elbow. Or however far we can get it. Because we taking that back. That's our heaven. We don't have to die to go to heaven, brothers and sisters. But a lot of people will be dying. Even before we get to that land, because we got to go through tribulations, brothers and sisters. And that's when the judgment is going to be on America. So the fire and the enemy that's coming, they're not touching land, coming across the ocean. They ain't coming to negotiate nothing. They coming to kill, maim, and destroy. And a lot of us ain't going to make it out of tribulation, brothers and sisters. But the Levites and the sons of the Levites that's in the nation of Islam, you the ones that's going to suffer the most, because you've been rolling around with this legion, and we are the divine reminders and warner that letting you know that that's what he is. And all you got to do is go back in his lectures, because he told you it. And you don't even have to go back to his lecture. Go back to the Juma prayer. He sat right there in the mosque and told you that Elijah said that he was a hypocrite. Told you that he didn't believe in the messenger or the master for Muhammad. And you still rooting them on. And now he's telling you to love them. To love our enemies. That's the 400 years of the worst treatment ever. Love them. Communicate with them. We can be neighbors. That's because he's a damn demon. And his daddy is the white boy, the devil. So that's what he understands, brothers and sisters. Catch that lifeline that the watchmen and the queen warriors are trying to throw out to you. Catch that lifeline that Master Suleiman that sacrificed 32 years of his life to give you that information, to lift those 7 seals so he can reveal to you, reveal to us that we got a birthright, that we got promised land, and our reward is waiting on us. Soon we get out the way, Master Fard Muhammad can let loose at that last straw on the camel's back and break that load. Huh? I'm your brother. Brother Kevin Muhammad on the West Coast, the watchman, the divine reminder, and your warner. Any love you got, should you deserve it, your people deserve it. So we as your warner is giving you love. When you see us on the screen, when you see us on Facebook, when you see us on YouTube, we shooting out love to you as a warning. You can take it or leave it alone. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters.